Let's see. Top 10 male Disney villains. There we go. What, Harold? What? Oh, hi! Hi. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed as the Queen of Hearts. This is kind of like my introduction to part 2 of the top 10 female Disney villains. And if you have not seen part 1, do it, okay? I promise it'll be worth you a little while. And if you don't like that video, I will chop off your head. JK. Or maybe not. And after that, we can play a game of cards. I promise I keep a good poker face. What do you mean I don't keep a good poker face, Harold? What do you mean I chop people's heads up whenever I lose? I do the same thing whenever I win. It's a win-win situation for me. Duh. Anyways, enjoy the rest of this video. Oh. Did you see I changed costumes? Yeah, the other one I was getting hot in, so here we go. But anyways, yes, we're here to talk about the evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Obviously, she is the first Disney villain, so I have to put her on this list, at least in the top 5. Those of you guys who are huge Evil Queen fans, I'm sorry she's not number 1, but at least she's on this list. What can you say about the Evil Queen other than she is iconic? I mean, magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? I mean, she is so envious of Snow White, and oh gosh, she will do anything she can to become the fairest. Even turning herself into an old hag, which, by the way, the actress that did play the evil queen, also known as Queen Grimhilda, she actually did the same voice for the witch, the old hag. Gosh, when she turns into the old hag, it's, ooh, you can tell it's like a 180 voice, and it's more old and it's more haunting, and she gives Snow White the apple, this juicy poison apple, so she can sleep forever in the dead night's sleep. And the transformation from the evil queen to the old hag is still iconic. It's still terrifying to this very day. I mean, oh, there's just so many things about this evil queen. It's just, I love it. I love the performance. I love everything. I also got to give a shout out to Patty K Productions. I love watching their videos, especially Villain's Lair, and the actress that portrays the evil queen in those videos is spot on perfection with the performance. It's gorgeous. Evil queen, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baddest of them all? Mother Gothel is number 4. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Mother Gothel? Really? Above the evil queen? Why, yes, my dears. Yes, indeed. Because she basically kidnaps a baby, locks her in the tower for pretty much 18 years of her life, not to mention gaslights her and manipulates her about being self-conscious about the world being scary, the world being cruel and dark. Sounds familiar? Don't worry, we're gonna talk about you-know-who in the male video. She's like the real-life Disney villain. I'm pretty sure people have dealt with others like Mother Gothel in their lives. Tangled came out like 10 plus years ago. I still consider her more of a modern Disney villain, and I think honestly she's one of the last quote-unquote good ones of the movies. Now the TV shows, that's a totally different thing. I mean, we already went over Lord Dominator and Zontiri, but Gothel, in my opinion, was probably one of the last good Disney movie villains before they decided to do the whole twist villain thing and family generation. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that. I just miss the old school, Disney villains, that they're bad and they have their own motivations. With Mother Gothel, she wants to be young, she wants to be beautiful, and because Rapunzel now has the magic healing flower, she needs to take Rapunzel, make her sing this little incantation so she can stay young forever. Plus, have you guys heard Mother Knows Best? yes, the song, but the reprise is so much darker compared to the original take. And then of course when she stabs Eugene, which God, that went dark. And then her death scene just gives me the chills. Plus, I like how she comes back every now and then in the Tangled series, so Mother knows best, I suppose. Another costume change. But this time for good reason. Because number 3 is Cruella DeVille. I knew this was gonna come in handy. Oh, what can I say about Cruella DeVille other than the fact that I am dressed as her? She is one psychotic witch. She is psychotic, okay? She basically likes to kill puppies and make fur coats, like what I'm wearing right now. Cruella is so iconic. I mean, obviously her fashion and her motivation in trying to get all the Dalmatians so she can make fur coats and other fashion trends. And there's just been so many performances of Cruella DeVille. I mean, obviously you got the animation, you got Glenn Close's portrayal of Cruella, which I actually do enjoy. And then the recent one with Emma Stone, Cruella, which I actually did quite enjoy. I mean, it's, I know some people have their different fondness of the live action Disney, movies, but I actually quite enjoy Cruella. I even dressed up as Emma Stone's Cruella last year. I had the little coat that she had during the later scene. It's just, I mean, Cruella is known for her fashion. She is known for her insanity. And I think she is, dare I say, spot on. The queen under the sea, the pearl of every clan, Ursula. Goodness, I love Ursula. I know we recently just lost Pat Carroll, the voice of Ursula, this year in late July, and my goodness, I got to applaud that woman because she is fantastic. She took the character and made it her own. I mean, no wonder Ursula is one of the most, well-known Disney villains. Ursula has probably one of the most iconic laughs of all the Disney villains. I mean, you can argue, like Jafar or Dr. Facilier, Maleficent, but Ursula's evil laugh, oh my gosh. That, it starts low and then it just, goes straight up to the roof. It's like, wow, that's amazing. I mean, she, Pat Carroll reprised Ursula in the animated series, like the early 90s Little Mermaid series, Kingdom Hearts. I'm pretty sure she did voices of Ursula in the Disney parks. I mean, this woman is so iconic. Poor Unfortunate Souls, hello, which is actually one of my favorite Disney villain songs. I mean, probably my favorite part of that song is where she's like, you'll have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language. Ha! I just love that scene alone, just where she's doing the body language. I was like, oh my god, who animated this? I love you. Especially in the final scene, the final battle scene, and then she gets killed by being stabbed. I'm like, Ursula, she is amazing. What more can I say about her? You poor unfortunate souls. Yes, guys, my number one favorite female Disney villain is, of course, Maleficent, the mistress of all evil. I mean, her presence, especially the first scene when we first meet her at the christening, is why she's number one. I mean, the thunder, the lightning, the green fire and flames that appear before her, and Diablo sitting right next to her. Oh, it's so beautiful. It is just so intimidating. It is immaculate. I'm just fascinated. I'm on the edge of my seat. I mean, I believe The voice actress for Maleficent also did the voice of Lady Tremaine in 1950 Cinderella, as well as did the voice of Madame Leota in the Haunted Mansion rides. So, I mean, I believe her name is Eleanor Audrey, and it's just amazing. Just Maleficent's voice is very haunting, malicious, evil, intimidating, sinister. I mean, she's the mistress of all evil. She can turn into a dragon. She basically laid a sleeping curse on Aurora because she wasn't invited to a birthday party. As for my thoughts on the live action Maleficent movies, I actually kind of have a soft spot for them. I actually think Angelina Jolie does a fabulous performance as Maleficent. Are the stories and characters good? Not always. It can be a bit cringy and a bit boring, but I think Angelina Jolie just steals the show and she just makes it her own. The way she talks is much more terrifying and haunting than her wrath. Yes, her wrath is very terrifying when she attacks her soldiers and Prince Philip near the end, but the way she moves, the way she speaks, her personality is so chilling, sends shivers down my spine. And that's why Maleficent is my number one favorite female Disney villain. Let me know what were your guys' favorites female Disney villains. And if I didn't, mention anyone that you guys really love, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Please follow me on YouTube for this channel as well as my second channel, Share Your Creations. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And hey, stay tuned for, fingers crossed, my male top 10 lists. And of course, Dr. Neil DePuss in Jack of All Trades. It's your turn. What are your guys' top 10 Disney villains?